And what would the motive be behind John Doe exposing the paperwork?
So let me ask you something. Didn't Pee Wee Roscoe say the same thing though? So that means Thug ain't no snitch either then. You know what I'm saying? We all owe Thug and Ralo an apology. You feel me? Because neither one of them actually told on nobody. Both of them were basically trying to spin the feds. They were trying to, you know what I'm saying, trick the police. I don't know why they thought they could do that, but it seems like that's what they was trying to do. YouTube. FAMGOON. Man, what poppin', man? So, welcome back to the channel, bro. Welcome back to another video. I ain't gonna cap with y'all, bro. I'm fresh. I'm not really fresh off of work, so I was finna cap. Because I'm not fresh off of work, but I'm not even fresh from working out, man. Camera need to focus, bro. Focus. Yeah, I'm not even fresh from working out, bro. Fresh out the shower, really, but that's kind of TMI. You smell me? But I am completely beat. I'm tired, but I gotta come on here and holler at y'all, man. Gotta put that work in, gotta grind, bro. So, if you tapped in yesterday, right, I told you guys that I was gonna basically start a little series, right, where I'm basically going over these documentaries. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got better documentaries, tap in with me. We know 1090 Jake, I call him Big Bubba. You smell me, the exposer himself. He kind of has the best documentaries when it comes to rappers telling, rappers snitching, rappers being rats. So I'm just finna go through, you know what I'm saying, documentaries, man, of rappers he's supposedly exposing. I'm gonna give my own opinion, and I want you guys to give your opinion in the comment section down below if you dig what I'm saying, bro. So we just gonna hop in it. On the docket first though, man, I feel like it's only right that we bring FAMGOON Ralo to the channel, because ever since like the whole Young Thug Atlanta debacle, man, Ralo name keep being brought up, and the streets keep saying that Ralo actually told, bro. So I figured, okay, who best to go look at other than Big Bubba, 1090 Jake, the exposer himself, bro, so we can figure this thing on out. You dig? Yeah. I go by Dunn. If you new, tap in with me, man. Like, comment, sub it up. Y'all know what to do. Let's get into it.
I ain't ready on no goddamn man on this earth, dog. I was presented this situation where a person goddamn was willing to goddamn take somebody to take a charge for me, and goddamn I wanted to go that route. And the only thing I have admitted to was trying to trick the feds and manipulate the feds. It's just how the game go, bro. You don't let the big dog go down, you take the fall for the man can stay out and eat, bro.
You a damn fool. Hell, you say. I hope I ain't got no big dog. Cause if it's yours, it's yours. Yeah, going to jail mess with me. So that's probably why I ain't never joined no gang. That's probably why I ain't got no big homie. I don't want to do nothing illegal. I don't want to see nobody do nothing illegal or none of that. Cause I'm not taking no charges for nobody. Straight up.
97 months. The federal sentence of Terrell Davis, who's more commonly known as the Atlanta rapper Ralo. And
97 months. They gave Ralo 97 months. How many years that year? It's 12 months in a year. Man, that jail would have told me, man, you got 97 months. I would have been like, Lord Jesus, that too close to 100. And so far away from 12.
Incarcerated since 2018 for his role in trafficking marijuana across the country. This was the trap star who purchased an entire apartment complex in the hood, turning it into a fortified base where those under his command lived rent-free and protected the property with high-caliber firepower. Instagram posts with Floyd Mayweather amounts of cash and a caption that would later be used against him in court would highlight the luxury lifestyle of one of Atlanta's most infamous and carefree drug dealers. Even with being sentenced to federal prison, Ralo just recently released an album from behind bars that was entirely recorded in prison, entitled 97 Months. But only days after its release, one of Ralo's ex-associates lit a match that started a fire in the house of hip-hop.
That boy called Ralo a carefree drug dealer.
seen in multiple pictures with Ralo and supporting him during his legal trouble, took to Instagram with a surprising caption reading, "These days, they will give a rat a pass as long as he's rich." Way too many rat sympathizers out here eating for clout.
Oh my God. That what their partner said about it?
Don't ask me why I ain't post that rat new mixtape. I don't support rats. I don't give a fuck who you are or what you got. If you broke the code, you're not my type of guy. I'm about to draw the line in the sand and force y'all rat lovers to pick a side.
Oh my God.
The strong accusation would soon be followed by a post to an Instagram account named News Made It, with 2 pages of paperwork alleging Ralo's lawyer attempted to seal documents in the case to keep the public from knowing Ralo cooperated. Ralo would respond to the accusations with a long caption saying, "When there's no loophole in a case, you gotta make a loophole." He'd swear he never cooperated and not one person can say they're in jail because of him, and that his plug, his alleged shooter, and another man the government questioned were all dead. Ralo's response would lead many to assume he must have told on the dead men he was referring to. Following up with a second post, Ralo would go on to say he never snitched or gave up any of his plugs. He got more time than anyone in his case, and he's still locked up while everyone else is out.
That is crazy. Like, if you actually snitched, like, that's why I kind of, like, I never considered Ralo really being a snitch. I kind of believe what he said, like he was trying to trick the police and spin the police, which I don't even understand that. But it's like, how are you a snitch, right? And you the only one locked up. They calling you the big dog, and you actually doing more time than anybody else. So I would say that's big dog time. Like I never truly got that. You feel me? I just was like, Ralo, kind of like I said with Thug, they preach don't talk to 12, and he actually went and sat down and talked to 12.
Now, I reached out to John Doe, and while he hasn't released 167 pages, he sent me some stuff y'all have never even seen. And come to find out, he had reached out to me weeks before any of this was even exposed. Back in early April, John Doe had apparently sent me a message offering Ralo's paperwork for an undisclosed amount of money.
Boy, say let's talk money.
Either ignoring it or not seeing the message, he'd send it to me again after I reached out and explained he initially didn't expose the paperwork because he was trying to sell it, so Ralo's co-defendants who actually exposed it could make a profit. According to the paperwork, back in 2018, not long after Ralo was taken into federal custody, he'd agreed to cooperate in the case. But an investigation into Ralo's own lawyer would turn into a 2-year delay in Ralo's cooperation. The paperwork that's recently hit the internet isn't actually from Ralo's cooperation, but court transcripts from 2020. On the bottom of page 3, Ralo's lawyer would introduce himself as Brian Steele and insist to the judge that this be a closed hearing under seal.
Oh, Brian Steele, a Ralo lawyer too?
On page 4 by saying there are so many items that are going to come out that affect Ralo and affect another person in the bar community, referring to Ralo's previous lawyer. On page 5, Ralo's current lawyer would say he understands that eventually the public has to know because the report and sentencing recommendation will be public. The prosecutor would oppose the motion to seal, and the judge would clear out the courtroom aside from Ralo, his defense, and the government. The prosecutor would continue, saying this case and situation does not involve any of the things that would require the hearing to be closed off to the public. He'd state the issue was about a proffer that occurred at which Ralo provided information to the government. The prosecutor then said it's his belief that Ralo and his lawyer want the fact that he cooperated kept out of the public's knowledge. But that isn't the only issue. The second issue was Ralo's former lawyer, Ashutosh Joshi, was a target of the investigation himself and alleged to be the possible drug supplier. Ash Joshi is the same lawyer who represented Gucci Mane in his infamous murder case.
He represented No Plug too. No Plug allegedly shot Bankroll Fresh, Long Little Bankroll Fresh. That same dude represented him too. Straight up.
The prosecutor would say that Ralo's argument is the government knew Joshi was targeted in the investigation when he sat down as Ralo's lawyer during the proffer. Ralo's current lawyer would reply by asking if the judge decides not to close the courtroom, then to refer to the proffer as a meeting, because people know the definition of a proffer, which simply put is when a defendant agrees to provide information to the prosecutor. Ralo's lawyer would continue by saying, if it comes out that Ralo gave information, that's a lot of information on a lot of people that are well known in his community, and it would not look good for Ralo. According to the paperwork, Ralo provided agents with his password to his cell phone during the proffer, in which the government was able to find tremendous amounts of inculpatory evidence. Crazy inculpatory evidence. But
what is inculpatory evidence? That sounds horrible. Like, that sounds worse than evidence, bro. That sounds like it's bad. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it don't get no worse. Inculpatory.
At the time this happened, Ralo had conflicted counsel, as his lawyer was also under investigation.
Even the lawyer was
Exhibit
trapped.
4 in the case, which is sealed, is a 2-page proffer agreement requiring full cooperation. But within notes, Ralo's lawyer at the same time was instructing him not to discuss the supplier, who was allegedly the lawyer's business partner, which essentially blew Ralo's cooperation deal. The judge would read Ralo supposedly gave information in the proffer against other people, alleged transactions, and other alleged crimes. Ralo's lawyer would say they had an agreement with the court, the proffer would not be shared with the public, and that Ralo was discussing the entire marijuana trafficking issue, all the flights taken, the pilots knowing about it, and then who's the supplier, which according to the government was Ralo's previous lawyer and his business partner, Manu Jones. Ralo's current lawyer would continue to say Ralo is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamines, he knows about shootings, and the marijuana. But he's not answering the question.
So if Brian Steele was Ralo's lawyer too, then it might be some truth to what Thug say. Like, Ralo was willing to talk about the Lucci and Thug beef in order to basically get out of jail.
Time the government was getting information from both Ralo and Ralo's previous lawyer, who was under investigation, and the government dragged the lawyer's investigation out. 2 years had now passed, leaving Ralo unable to cooperate against anyone in the case because they'd all already been revealed. In response to the paperwork, Ralo's team would post to his website a preview of Ralo's autobiography, in which he'd seemed to admit to his cooperation, but with a strategic twist. Ralo would claim a man reached out to him with a way to pimp the feds by essentially paying someone to take the fall for crimes Ralo was going to tell the government was committed. Ralo's lawyer reached out to the government.
I just want to put that dirty ass money in my mouth, bro. Like, I feel like people who put money in their mouth, they probably grew up like biting kids. like I just want to done that, gang.
Committed. Ralo's lawyer reached out to the government, saying his client had information he was willing to share, and a meeting was scheduled. Ralo gave what he thought would benefit him and his team without actually affecting him and his team. But the feds weren't going for it. Uninterested in what Ralo was offering, the feds wanted to know about Ralo's involvement in shootings and murders. Unable to provide them the information they sought, the meeting was then ended. While Ralo's...
It's crazy hell when the police end the meeting. Normally the police will sit you in there until you basically get them what they want or until you crack. But when the police say, man, you playing, bro. Alright, bro. Alright. Bye. You know what I'm saying? When the police start saying they want to talk to their lawyer. you trying to trick them, boy. Crazy word.
Attempt at pimping the feds failed. Ralo's new lawyer was able to attack a new angle, as Ralo's old lawyer allegedly conspired with the government against Ralo while also representing him.
What?
The conflicting
That's
lawyer
crazy.
led to a prosecutor's misconduct motion in which Ralo attempted to get the entire case thrown out. That too failed, and in the end, Ralo was sentenced. What's interesting is, as previously stated, Ralo's lawyer was fighting to keep his cooperation sealed and understood that at sentencing, it would be revealed. But within Ralo's sentencing transcripts, cooperation was never mentioned. At no point did the judge, lawyer, or prosecution highlight any cooperation which would have been used towards a sentencing reduction. Now the question that's gone unanswered is which co-defendant or co-defendants actually exposed the paperwork. None of them have come forward to speak on the situation aside from John Doe, who isn't involved in the actual case.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. Where's my slow? You at work out? Yeah. So, do you mind me telling the internet that you tried to take charge for me and all that? No, man, you know that, bro. I say, no, man. Huh? You my co-defendant. He had nothing to do with our case out. So, I don't know why the hell he acting like I done told him all my co-defendants. So, that's what I'm trying to clarify. The whole world think I just told on my co-defendants. That is lame as hell for that shit, bro. Me, man, that shit lame as hell, bro. Like, bro, that shit lame, bro. Like, they get how mad I'm behind that shit, bro. That shit, I'm like, bro, all this Muslim shit you say, you Muslim bitch ass nigga hot fucking brother ball, bro. Bitch ass cop, that shit lame, bro. That shit got me heated off for real, nigga. I can't even punch that word. This shit come up to me, man. I'm gonna tell you nigga, man, running around out with some money, what? Did that Thursday, and you say you gonna get a handle. Now he make false accusations, bro. That shit, I ain't real, bro. You know, like real, I'm brought heat behind that shit, bro. Real, bro.
Oh, so the dude ran out with some money and Ralo was supposed to handle that. So the dude started saying Ralo snitched, but he actually knew that Ralo didn't snitch. He actually knew that that it was a play. That's what they saying, I guess.
That's some bitch ass shit, bro. That shit lame, nigga. For real, bro. Don't do no pussy ass shit like that, bro. So what I'm trying to clarify is that did I ever tell on you? You my co-defendant. You my little brother who tried to take the charge. Yes, but you can tell it the end there. I'm saying, answer the question like, did I? Nah, nigga, you ain't never told me, nigga. I just want to make sure.
And what would the motive be behind John Doe exposing the paperwork?
So let me ask you something. Didn't Pee Wee Roscoe say the same thing though? So that means Thug ain't no snitch either then. You know what I'm saying? We all owe Thug and Ralo an apology, you feel me? Because neither one of them actually told on nobody. Both of them were basically trying to spin the feds. They were trying to, you know what I'm saying, trick the police. I don't know why they thought they could do that, but it seems like that's what they was trying to do.
Initially, reaching out and seeking money. He claimed the money would be for the same co-defendants who supplied him with the paperwork, but John Doe hasn't revealed who that is. In between Instagram posts about Ralo, John would promote his business as well as his own music, leading some to think this was a promotional run. But John would stand on the only motive for him releasing it is he felt played standing behind somebody who he feels should have never cooperated in any way, regardless of if it affected anyone or if Ralo had a fall guy. At the end of the day, the 167 pages still remain sealed, along with many other documents, meaning nobody but those directly involved in the case have access and the ability to release them. As far as if Ralo is a snitch,
they sealed up.
None of the documents released have named anyone affected by anything Ralo said. Ralo himself has admitted he embellished stories and had fall men willing to take charges for money. The feds didn't acknowledge any cooperation that assisted their investigation, and Ralo didn't receive any benefit, sentencing reduction, or even consideration of lesser time for cooperation. In the end, it would appear Ralo attempted to lie to the feds and failed, resulting in a false cooperation that his lawyer tried to keep under wraps, knowing the effect it would have on his career if it got to the internet.
Oh.
Navigating being a teen can be hard, and when you're adopted...
I get it.
The entire case is wild. And immediately when I heard about the situation, I started looking at the paperwork. I got in contact with John Doe. I'm hearing everything he's saying. I'm blown away by it. But at the same time, I questioned, why not release all 167 pages?
Yeah, for sure.
Why just bit by bit it? And I mean, yeah, if I seen his message, because I don't remember seeing his message beforehand, but if I saw a message saying, yo, I got paperwork on somebody, give me some bread, I'm the one that finds the paperwork. I'm not paying you for paperwork. Because I'm not...
Tell him, Big Bubba say, I'm the exposer, bro. The same paperwork you got, I can go get it. Probably for the free.
I'm going to stamp anything I can't find myself. Because I'm going to go directly to the source. And I'm going to say right now, none of this paperwork is publicly available. None of you can get it. I can't get it. Only Ralo and the people associated within the case have access to this.
It's sealed up.
So nobody can stamp shit. The fact that Ralo was saying, yeah, this happened and this happened, but this is how it happened, is confirming the paperwork. But this is the thing. John Doe recorded Ralo speaking, but edited out the parts he didn't want anyone to hear on what Ralo was saying.
Oh.
I commented on Ralo's picture on Instagram. I was able to get in contact, direct contact with him. So everybody on Instagram was commenting like, oh, white boy, mind your business, oh, da-da-da-da-da. Not even knowing that I'm on the phone with the same person you over here trying to defend that you've never spoken to a day in your life. Which is crazy because people just went to immediately assuming and trolling. But let me get back to the point here.
Yeah, get back to the point, Jake.
I was able to hear Ralo out from his perspective on how everything played out. Reading the paperwork, I was able to get John Doe to keep sending things. And as he kept sending them, I'm reading through it from an unbiased perspective. His own lawyer was saying, my client has spoke about this, my client knows about this and that. He's trying to make his client sound like fucking Batman because that's gonna make Ralo look good.
Yeah.
The feds was saying, ain't none of this doing nothing for us. So the fact is, whatever Ralo was given wasn't cutting it. Nothing says it was used against anybody. No one's come forward saying it was used against them. So Ralo saying, yeah, I made up some shit, lied, and gave it to the feds, hoping it would work, seems like it happened because he didn't even benefit from what he actually did. There was no sentencing reduction that I saw. There was no points. There was no consideration. Hey, he tried to do this and none of that. And then because his own lawyer was allegedly the plug, which is something out of a fucking movie.
That's crazy.
And his lawyer was telling the government this and that while telling him this and that. That played out into a 2-year delay in which he couldn't have cooperated against anybody because of how much time had gone by. Everyone was already wrapped up. The feds knew everything that they needed. So they want to know about murders and shootings, and Ralo isn't talking about it. So, in my opinion, I don't think he snitched. And I talked to a couple of YouTubers about this. I talked to Seti Nash, King AK-47. Shout out to them. I broke it down like this.
So Jake don't think he read it, man. I ain't gonna cap, man. In my opinion, bro, I don't think he snitched either, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just think he, like he said, he tried to play the police, bro. He didn't want to be in jail, bro. But see, this is the thing about it, bro. And I say this every time, like, it's like criminals. They want to do illegal stuff. They want to be gangsters. They want to criminalize the hood. They want to get the street money, but they don't want to go down and sit their ass down. And I know Ralo ain't got no problem sitting down, bro. But I think Ralo felt like, bro, I'm missing out on a lot of money. Rap money. You know what I'm saying? My career was starting to buzz. And now I'm right back where I was when I was just a dope boy from the bluff. You feel me? And he was ready to just get back to his life, bro. So he went in there and he lied. Tried to spin the feds. The feds said, no, we don't believe none of that. We want to know why Young Thug and Lucha beefing. Oh, we want to know why so-and-so over there got killed over there. And I think, you know what I'm saying, Ralo FAMGOON, he was like, I don't know nothing about that. So they were like, well, sit your black ass in jail. Lock him up. Hit the road, bud. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, no cap. But as far as me, what I believe, man, I don't think Ralo a snitch, man. I don't think he rat. I think he really did try to spin him. But word to the wise, man, to all the jits, man, especially from Atlanta, because y'all seem to be the main one that be trying to trick 12. Ain't no tricking 12, man. Polite Plies say, if them folk knew what happened, bruh, them folk would not be asking you what happened, bruh. You feel me? Like, no cap. Hey, drop your opinion on this, man, in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like that video. Don't forget to sub it up. After you sub it up, make sure you ring that bell. After y'all ring it up, though, man, make sure y'all hit all, man. You know what I mean? 2100, folk. I need that 2100 today. Mob Life or No Life. Mob with nowhere. You know how we come at OTM. We getting strapped the mud. Tap in with me on all my other YouTube channels. Link in the description down below. Tap in on that Graham King _7 and PyramidLetters.us. That's my brand. We dropping in the fall. No cap. I love y'all, man. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Let's get it. Gang. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap too. I say my trap doing numbers, I just bust another jewel. Got a player around the corner, hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer. Got a quarter pound on me, hey. The trap doing numbers.